Good morning to my dear students. This is Kiran Kumar Velmula, Assistant Professor of Physics, Sri Rajarajeshwara Degree College, Karimnagar. Today we are discussing about current amplification factors in common base, common emitter and common collector configurations. Actually, what is amplification or gain? So gain is nothing but it is the ratio of output to the input. Whatever it may be the quantity, if you take voltage gain is represented by output voltage by input voltage. If we consider current, the current gain is nothing but the output current by input current. Similarly, amplification is the process which convert a small input signal to large input signal is known as amplification process. Because if the input signal is very small, then that amount of small input is not sufficient to listen very clearly, whatever may be audio or visual. So therefore, there is a necessity to increase the input quantity into large amount. So for that purpose, we are taking the amplification process by using PNP and NPN transistor, because transistor is used as an amplifier. Amplifier is nothing but the device which can be amplify the given signal is known as amplifier. Already, as we discussed, the configurations are classified into three types: common emitter, common collector and common base. So therefore, three current factors or gains are considered for each and every common configuration. Initially, we are discussing about here the amplification factor in common base. Common base is nothing but the base is common in the input as well as output, and then that configuration is known as common configuration. When the transistor is connected in the electronic circuit in common configuration, then the current amplification factor is also known as gain. So when an AC source is connected in the input circuit, then the gain is represented by alpha AC. That alpha AC is defined as the ratio of change in input to the change in output currents. Change in output current to the change in input current when the source is connected in the input circuit. So that is mathematically represented as alpha AC is equals to delta IC by delta IE. In this mathematical expression, so AC represents the input AC source, delta represents change, large change. So change in collector current by change in emitter current, or it can be defined as the ratio of output current to the input current when an DC source is applied. Or if there is no source is applied, then DC current is passing through it, then the current gain is defined as the ratio of output current to the input current. So in this case, output current is IC, input current is IE, therefore IC by IE is alpha DC. So if take the mathematical expression by cross multiplication, IC is equal to alpha IE plus ICBO. So in this expression, ICBO represents leakage current in the common base. So but the total current IE, emitter current is equals to the sum of base and collector currents. So IB is equals to IE minus IB. IB is equals to IE minus IC value is alpha IE. Therefore, we are taking IE as common. IB is equals to IE into 1 minus alpha. So similarly, come to common emitter configuration. As already we discussed, common emitter is nothing but the emitter is common in input circuit as well as output circuit. Here we are discussing amplifier. So here NPN transistor is acting as an amplifier. So the current amplification gain or factor is represented by beta in this case. If an AC source is connected in the input, then the gain is beta AC. If there is no source or any DC source is connected in it, then the current gain is represented by beta DC. So beta AC is defined as the ratio of change in collector current to change in base current when an AC source is connected in the input circuit. Beta DC is defined as the ratio of collector current to the base current when DC source is connected or there is no source in the input circuit. Then the mathematically it is represented as beta DC is equal to IC by IB. Similarly, beta AC is mathematically represented as delta IC by delta IB. Here also delta represents a large change. So we are not giving the mathematical expression completely here. In the case of common emitter, IC is equals to beta into IB plus ICBO. In this case also, the ICBO represents leakage current in the circuit. So similarly, current gain in the common collector configuration. As we defined, the common collector is nothing but the collector terminal is common to input circuit as well as output circuit. Then that configuration is known as common collector configuration. In this common collector configuration, current gain is represented with gamma. If the AC circuit is AC source is connected in the input, then the gain is represented with alpha AC. Mathematically it can be written as delta IE by delta IB. Similarly, if there is no source or and a DC source is connected in the input circuit, then that is represented by alpha DC. Mathematically it can be written as IE by IB. So here gamma AC is defined as the ratio of change in the emitter current to the change in base current when an AC source is connected in the input. Or if there is no source, then it can be defined as the ratio of emitter current to the base current. But in this case especially delta IE, that means change in emitter current is almost all is equals to change in collector current as CE comma CC. Therefore IC is represented by alpha IE is equal plus ICBO in this case. Similarly, already we discussed alpha and beta. Alpha is the current gain in common base. Similarly, beta is current gain in common emitter. Now, if you take the relation between those, alpha DC, here we are taking only DC instead of AC. If we will consider AC also, but in this case I am considering alpha DC. Alpha DC is simply represented by alpha AC. Alpha DC is simply represented by alpha also. Alpha is equals to IC by IE when there is no source is connected in the input. Similarly, beta E is nothing but beta DC. Here beta DC also represented when there is no current source is connected in the input circuit. Mathematically it can be represented by, so beta can be represented by IC by IB. So here, in order to take the relation between beta and alpha, I am taking beta equation. Beta is equals to IC by IE minus IC, because IB is equals to IE minus IC from IE is equals to IE B plus IC equation. Now I am dividing this numerator as well as the denominator with IE. So in the numerator I am getting IC by IE. In the denominator, IE by IE minus IC by IE. If we simplify, IC by IE in the numerator value is equal to alpha. In the denominator, IE by IE is 1. 1 minus IC by IE is again alpha. Therefore, beta is equals to alpha by 1 minus alpha. Similarly, alpha is equals to IC by IB plus IC, because here I am taking IC by IE. Instead of IE value, I am substituting the value of IB plus IC. So similarly here I am dividing the numerator as well as the denominator with IB. So IC by IB in the numerator and IB by IB is 1 plus IC by IB in the denominator. Therefore alpha is equals to beta by 1 plus beta. Similarly, if we substitute the value and simplify it, 1 minus alpha is equals to 1 by 1 plus beta. By cross multiplication, by simplifying the total above equation, we are getting this value. So I didn't solve the total solution here. How can we get 1 minus alpha? So here by cross multiply it and take 1 minus alpha one side and the remaining terms other side, you will get the value of 1 minus alpha is equals to 1 by 1 plus beta. These are the mathematical relations between alpha and beta. So in the next video we shall discuss about gamma and the relation between alpha, beta and gamma. Thank you.